go and go maybe to the different paths, meet her, the daughter. Although we do need to discover the cat secret, yes, we do. And that may be something we could discover if we went through this path again and just either go there straight away or afterwards. Like, if we go and get the stone, it wants us to go and kill the daughter. We know this much. So that is a possibility that we go straight away, or we again go to the other path first and only go there afterwards. But don't know how that will work out either. We could go into there just straight away, though. Maybe Sky Ripper this time around, and we'll see where that will lead, and then take something else. What say you, Tajunta and Jim Jim? Jim Jim did say before that ripped the skies, yes. An ancient artifact that defeated the lost gods would indeed be a game changer, though it was split into 2 pieces many years ago. Reynolds could rebuild it by first getting its armature. Your mind is blown. How is your mind blown? So many choices. How things could work out, how things could go. I have at least enjoyed this. I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well, thus far. There is a lot of interesting choices, and they do take into very different paths, and things don't work out exactly the way you expect, at least in most cases. Though Lappi was someone who we kind of did think that might be a little bit of a betrayer in heart, though. But yeah, I'd say go for the Sky Ripper for the variation, yeah. And after that we can have a look what else we wanna be doing, where else we wanna be going. And I do assume that Jim Jim did also say this. Love this game style. Yeah, I love it too. It's very fun. So, let's go and build the Sky Ripper.
Every child knew about the Sky Ripper. The Transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces deep. And then, this Emperor's horrific sacrifices had brought it back to the surface. Bernardo wasn't exactly sure how to use the legendary weapon. But surely, there must be some way to do it without provoking another catastrophe. Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the Earth? It was more than Reynardo could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it.
And true, execution in some spots could be at least better. Some of the choices seem to come from nowhere. Still, I'm certainly enjoying it.
As he set foot on the island, Reynardo couldn't help feeling a bit curious. Was Lapino still waiting to be rescued? No. He was probably drinking champagne with the ravens. Did ravens drink champagne? Did rabbits? Reynardo felt oddly thirsty, come to think of it. Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper? Reynardo never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The Sky Ripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it?
Yes, nice setting indeed. Can we stick with it? That is the question at hand. Can we truly stick it out completely to get this sword built up? Left, right, left, right, left. Left is the chest. Yay, I made the right choice. Yay, stones.
Reynardo had a lot of crafting materials. Now all he needed was a crafting bench.
But not enough to actually upgrade the thing that I want to upgrade next. Okay, and then the right path was right. Ooh, lovely. I actually picked up exactly the right paths. I'm very glad. Could have worked out very differently, but didn't. Was there a way to there too? No, doesn't seem like it. Good. Good to know. There, here. Is there... No, there's something in here, so to speak. Okay, there's another chest. Well, good. Good then. No, don't leave stones behind. Isn't there some gamer rule that says always go left? Level designers normally intend you to go left first. I guess it does seem like that. Interesting. I wonder why. I wonder why. Hey, crafting bench.
Renato bored with his old sword. Oh, hey, a crafting bench.
I can't upgrade this yet though. It needs 100. I like this ice sword the most though. I like to be Icy Fox, not the Fire Fox. Oh, it's a door. A big door at that. And more of those eyeballs around, clearly enough. That we haven't had too much difficulty with yet. Okay. That was annoying. It didn't walk where I tried to
die,
walk.
he thought.
Like I pressed
And it was.
here. I guess because I pressed into the point of wall, so it didn't realize that I was actually wanting to go into that direction. That was stupid. Isn't it Firefox and Ice Weasel? Maybe. But yeah, that was annoying. Like it didn't realize where I wanted to go because I pressed like weirdly. Even though I had the mouse all the time here when I was trying to press like, come here please. But no. Wanted to get hit now, first time, very stupidly. Even though there was very much no need at all for any of it. Die. And sometimes it gets stuck. Like now when I have, I'm not even pressing the button, but it's still going because I pressed it while I was attacking, and now it's just, I just point and it's going.
Have you ever felt you were just going around in circles? Bernardo felt like that.
Yes, but like normally it doesn't do that. That I have to actually point, like I press the button. But sometimes when I attack and I'm pressing the left mouse button to move, it just keeps going, which is kind of annoying. Oh well. Yes, okay. But yeah, that's something that it seems a little bit wrong. Game senses your frustration with the control scheme. Yes, so it did, Going around in circles forever and ever. Shadow sword needed here. That's a little bit annoying though. How close would these have to go? Okay.
You
It
blinked.
did do a lot of damage. You blinked. Did do a lot of damage. I thought that I might be able to just go and kill it quickly, but not quickly enough. Oh well. At least we can actually see that it can do some harm. I guess. Unfortunately, while intelligent enough to detect it, it is powerless to do anything about it. Yes, this is quite true. And I lost way too much health. Which is my own fault for being stupid and all that. Well, rather not stupid, but being too risky, taking too big of a risk when I didn't need to take it. For some reason I just did it, nonetheless. Okay. Let's get some health back. I think that's pretty much necessary. I guess that's the effect when all the other enemies are slowed, though. So, okay, now we can switch back to this one. The Bloodlet has its price, yes. Indeed it does. When you just like think that you could be able to try to do it quickly. And then you fail. Sometimes you fail.
That had been his mistake before. Trusting his old friend Lapino, who had been through so many battles with him and shed so many heartaches, who he'd rescued so many times. What was up with that guy anyway?
Good question. Ooh, another story bit.
No skateboarding, the sign said.
No skateboarding, why? There's another door even. Read though. The truth behind the Sky Ripper is shrouded in a thick fog. The most unbelievable tale is, not unbelievable, but believable tale is that the Transcendent Emperor has used the Sky Ripper to punish Iblis. Well, that explains why what happened there, why Iblis didn't want to go into that thing. So much skateboarding here that they needed a sign. Yeah, apparently so. It's kind of surprising though. Then the TE parried the weapon and vanished. Was it a self-imposed exile to rid the world of its last divine presence? Or was it the prince, not the prince, price to pay for using such a tremendous power? Could the Skyreaper and Iblis have a deeper connection than just a weapon and its victim? Kids these days, or those days. My ritual will summon the Iblis Stone. Perhaps I should worry that they will also cause the Skyreaper to resurface. If that is the case, I should spare no resources to find it. Resources. A weapon that can punish God is an invaluable bargaining chip should the old ones decide to double-cross me. It is their nature to try. But gods are predictable, and I can rely on that to always be one step ahead. And I can rely on that. Are predictable. Emperor Insignium 3's secret journal. Interesting. Interesting placement for the secret journal too. I guess I should just open
He
this
needed
too.
some way to break the ice with this wall, so to speak.
Ha ha ha. Ice with the wall. Ha ha. God damn it, I always like feel that should I explore there, but on the other hand, it kind of feels that then I might be blocked from exploring this way if I go too far in there, so I guess I'll come here. Never heard it said the gods are predictable. Yeah, it's kind of interesting actually. This time the gods are apparently predictable. Okay, should I choose the left here too? Or the right? Maybe the left. Let's go left. Yes, sure. Let's choose the left again. Just be on the sure side. There.
He hoped his hook didn't break.
Well, it hasn't broken thus far. That seems to cheat. No, why did I come here? Will I never be able to come back? Ah, god damn it, I was a little bit too slow. No, I want to kill you right now. And break you apart. Good, I got him. I didn't notice him early enough. Lovely, though. Good. Enough.
Check, please.
Imperfect, though. Okay, I can go back. Good. It's like always. Can I go back? Am I blocked into the place I am? Hey, I can break the share even. I wonder if shares will hold anything important in them. Or the tanks. Tanks might. Okay, this seems to just be blocked from that way. Good, then I guess. But that's like the normal door. The very, very normal door, so... No. What if I did go up the stairs? So many ways to go. I don't know where to go. Oh. Good enough. Anyways. And we are laughing at something. Okay, I guess I was correct to come this way though.
These were really
Stop.
nice chests. You should take one home, he thought.
Maybe we should take one of those chests home. Maybe we should. Okay, so now we can go here. Right sword. Opening up the door. And then let's have this back. No more eyeballs. That's good. Glad to hear there's plenty of eyeballs to deal with. Probably should kill this guy first.
Who are you looking at? Oh, right. No one.
Hehehe. And then take care of you. Yay. Both of them taken care of. And then there's just some more eyeballs over here. I guess I can make it to you. But I feel I'm a little bit blocked here at the moment though. I guess it's fine. I could have maybe gone there earlier, but... Oh, I didn't know they went
My God.
circle.
It's full of stars.
Oh, like afterlife? 2 in a row, points for style. Yeah, unfortunately that happened, but I didn't know that they were going in circles, so now I have to do this again. Which is kind of a shame, but what can we do? Let's just wait for these guys then. Like, not that difficult, but when you don't know how they are moving, I should have noticed that they didn't actually turn, they were just going forward all the time, so... Then that's fine. Then we're just gonna go in a circle, like so. And just take care of all of them. If only I knew before. I didn't wait there to wait for them to go and turn around. Oh, you gotta die. Nice. I got him already. Ow. Sometimes it's very difficult to actually stop the right one. It's... Actually, I should change into this sword. So I can get a little bit more life again. Imperfect. I'm very saddened. If only you had some magical book that told the future. Yeah, true. But no such things in sight. Hmm?
Ah, a puzzle. Renata loved puzzles.
Yes.
Except when he couldn't figure them out.
Huh,
On
true.
the other hand, if there was a puzzle, it was probably meant to keep people away from something good.
That probably is the thing that we need to do though, so... I need life. For certainty. Annoying. Annoying that you got that done. And... Okay, good.
I think this is yours, said Renato. But he couldn't hear his enemy's answer.
Aw, imperfect. Yes, enemies didn't answer. It's very annoying when they don't even answer. They don't even care to answer at all. Shield breaker level 3, nice. Let's see, is there anything else over here? There does seem to be another chest. Just like trying to see if I can get through. The dead. Yes, the dead don't speak very often. Sometimes though. Does this just take me back into here, or am I on another side, or did I go past the puzzle? I'm not sure. It feels like I went past the puzzle if I went this way. Can I go back? Is the puzzle something interesting? I don't want to just miss a puzzle though. I guess I have to though now. Oh well. That's sad. I missed the puzzle. And yeah, not responding to polite inquiry. How rude. Yes. They were quite rude. Very rude, in fact. So, we have even the Tier 4 unlocked. Recover from being hit almost instantly and attacker is knocked down. That's pretty sweet, I gotta say. Kill any enemy in a single strike. Auto activates when reaching a certain combo threshold. Dashing through an enemy will also stun him and knock him back. Hook shot speed. Increase the overall speed of the hook shot. That's nice enough too, I guess. Of course, can't use this yet, but if I want to go into some specific direction, and alrighty. Be right back then, Jim. Hope you're not gone for too long. Theater increases maximum sword energy. I'll think I'll take this. Recover from being hit almost instantly and attacker is knocked down. It's pretty nice as a security, nonetheless, after all. So that's I think a good idea nonetheless. Well, they found the Sky Ripper core. They did find it. Interact.
There it was. Sky Ripper's armature. The stuff that dreams are made of. Engineers' dreams, anyway.
The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it.
How is it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist, but first, he'd get the second piece. Sky Ripper had a heart, a core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him.
I would think that probably going just forward to the core is the logical options. No distractions, right? Yeah, I was thinking about that, like, sure, we could, but is it this what we were actually aiming towards, actually completing this? How does it change the Sky Ripper, actually? If we actually have the full thing, because before we never have had the full thing, after all, so it should be very interesting to get the full thing. Tayunta, do you agree? So, the only reason one would seek the armature was to build the legendary weapon that once punished the lost gods. Obviously, Reynolder should get the core. Yes, maybe he should go see Zenobia, who had just invaded a city nearby. She was the Emperor's adopted daughter and greatest general, but she was also his old friend. Reynolder didn't know why, but he felt the urge to go see her. Interesting though. But game tells us that it makes no sense to go to Zenobia. Maybe it makes me want to go to Zenobia. And if you read here, like, it even says that Reynolder didn't know why, but he felt the urge to go see her. So it's kind of very interesting. Very interesting. So should we? Well, I don't know. I'm kind of interested in both of the options after all, so do let me know, Tayunta and Chinchin, which one will we choose? What is your last vote? What will be your vote cast? Go no distractions even. Don't look at me. Okay, well I guess we'll go with no distractions. After all, it was our first goal, so... Don't look at me though, says Tayunta. Alrighty, to the Sky Ripper core.
It was a no-brainer. He'd sacrificed his old friend Lapino to get the armature. And the armature was useless by itself, only a series of coils and wheels. War demanded sacrifices, and he would make more before the end. He would have to choose the greatest good no matter how much it cost him. Zenobia. Well, he would see her sooner or later, across a battlefield or a sword's point before all this was over. He was sure of that. The power was in the core. Obviously, he had to get the core.
Obviously, we had to get the core. Yeah, no distractions this time around at least. We'll see where that will lead us. If it will lead us into a better option or not.
Doubt sunk in before he was even out of sight of the Farfarer. Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper? It was the sort of path he'd always avoided. The path of responsibility, of seriousness. Had he grown up? He didn't feel grown up. He'd made this decision from his gut, like he always did. Somehow, he'd impulsively decided to stop being impulsive. Did that make any sense?
Well, on the other hand, it's your impulse to then not be impulsive, so maybe it can make sense. Well, this seems more familiar to the first time that we came to get the corn, though. This seems more familiar to that scene there. I think we're gonna be going and jumping down a well this time, too. Just knowing this game made me really suspicious.
Ooh, Renato loved to improve his gear.
Respect to the game that makes you second guess it. Yes, definitely. Okay, so this way was not the right way before, so let's go this way. Because I assume it's still not the right way, so we can just as well come and get to visit here first. It's interesting though how it changes around, because this time around I think this is exactly the same way as it was when we first came this way. Like, yeah, jumping down the well and all that. And last time we weren't able to do that after all, so yeah, interesting.
A chest full of old banana peels. There had to be more. There was.
Just full of old banana peels. Weird. Like Game of Thrones. Yes, indeed. Though there is this icy door which we should be going and exploring this time now that we are actually able to. Previously we weren't. I can also go there, but this way, first of all, I think is the logical option. Nonetheless.
There was a pleasant breeze coming through that door. Had it been closed before?
Well, obviously, you just open it, so it had to be closed before, right? It doesn't make sense otherwise. Hey, we can upgrade the sword. I think I shall do so. So also phrases all surrounding enemies. Sword at maximum level. Winter Torn. Yay. That seems quite sweet. I'm kind of reminded badly about this fact as sus that this thing is following me all the time. But as sus when there is this thing that is already holding it, maybe it's better that way. Maybe it's not going to be as unstable as it was before. Maybe. We can hope. Well, more story. Dear Zenobia, the director of the academy has told me how much he was impressed by your academic performance and leadership. Somehow, I doubt this was session of bootlicking. I've seen plenty of those. That old toad is sincere. I'm proud of you, my daughter. You will make a fine empress one day. On my end, great news. Professor Calaveras has been studying the Nexus and he has made a bold observation. That toad is a true genius. You know how that island is unique, constantly changing. New crystalline formations appearing, island fragments merging, splitting, slowly drifting, held together by some invisible threads. Professor Calaveras is convinced those changes are not random, but rather indicative of the living nature of the islands. He has observed that certain changes on the Nexus follow, or sometimes precede, a turbulence of another island's landslide, quake, flood. The Nexus seems to resonate with those events. Maybe the islands are a hive mind, and the Nexus is the brain? In any case, I am funding a permanent scientific observatory on the Nexus. It will attach the Empire's greatest minds. With Professor Calaveras at the helm, I anticipate a great age of enlightenment for the Empire. With love, Father. Interesting. Well. I was thinking that this guy would be wanting to actually attack. Lovely. Well, just slowly working through this then.
Another felt surprisingly unwounded.
Unwounded. Sometimes that way too. Not always so wounded like some of the last times. Yay, unwounded. Stuff. Yay, and a gem. Treasure hunt. Actually, I didn't even look what the treasure hunter gem was about. I guess I should. Yeah, unwounded feeling is the best feeling, definitely. But I need to have a look what the treasure hunter gem is even about, because I don't know. Okay. Ow. Didn't press there early enough, even though I tried, but it was partially because I was thinking that I would go and kill first the one that was iced up, because I was thinking that that's the logical thing to do. But yes, then I lost health again. I need to change the weapon into this one again. Oh well, nothing inside there, doesn't seem like it. Yeah, this time the feeling isn't nearly as good because the feeling is wounded rather than unwounded, though. But it's interesting that this time also that like I had the choice to go into the well.
There was something sour in the air.
But I didn't
like
have
the earth
to.
had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
But yeah, like, I didn't have to actually go in the well. I was able to choose another path, so... Intriguing, intriguing.
He felt like Tarzan.
Yes. Tarzan. Okay. That's a little bit annoying. I guess it should be fine. They're not looking exactly into the middle, but... But that one is going to be then slightly tougher. Not that much, but still. Could have probably killed them too, but on the other hand, I didn't have to kill them. I wonder if I would have been able to
There
steal
were
life
fewer
from them.
and fewer trees. There were only these huge crystalline growths. Had those been here before?
Good question.
He no longer heard birds except for the feverish cawing of the ravens when they attacked. He couldn't smell the small animals of the forest. The mice and rabbits. Where had they gone? And he was getting hungry too. This
All
was an
is
unhealthy
wrong.
place to be.
All is wrong.
This chest contained blank passports from 15 countries. And something useful.
Blank passports. Intriguing. All sort of stuff in chests. All sort of stuff. There doesn't seem to be anything over there at the very least. I can go there, or I can go this way, question mark. Can I? Is there something interesting over this way or not? Good question. Well, there's a hero sword spot. But maybe I should investigate this first? Maybe.
Hey, didn't I just kill your brother?
I wanna kill this guy. Like, sometimes I try to press in the correct direction, but I actually fail, so it's annoying. Well, I got the full health, so I don't need no more of that. Well, imperfect though, which is always sad. Why do I always get the imperfect? Well, not always, but too often. Too often imperfect. Should be perfect. I'm not.
His sword food teacher used to say power gems were cheating. Stupid old fart.
Yeah, well, when we get them, why not use them? Isn't that the logical option? Hero sword. Need it in the here. Then I can pick up this again. Yeah, this is the same puzzle we did previously, so it's basically very easy. I wanna break stuff again first, cause reasons. Was there one more? Yeah. Okay.
It looked like they'd forgotten to turn off their flamethrower.
Yeah, it seemed like it. Perfection is hard. Yeah, it is sometimes. It is sometimes. Yeah, it was that case. Annoying. It's difficult to avoid that completely. Kind of annoying. Breaking stuff causes reasons. Yes, indeed. That's as I said. It's a good reason. Totally. Absolutely perfect. Hero sword again. I don't know if I'll ever be able to completely avoid those things, which is kind of annoying idea and knowledge that I may not be able to avoid them. Like, I tried to press the dash again, but it just doesn't always work as quickly, at least, as I would think it should. Okay, at least I got rid of him now, but again, a little bit later than I would have liked to. Not too big of an issue, but annoying, yes. Close him up at least. I very rarely change swords in the battle, but I just don't feel that I can easily change them in the battle. Well, here we are. Let's see what goes on. Hello, Core. Long time no see.
The 20-sided core made him feel physically sick. Once he had sneaked into a temple of the dark arts, and he hadn't liked what he smelt and saw there. This felt like that. As quick as he could, he wrangled the icosahedron into the armature. The wheels began to spin, then glow. The sick feeling quickly spun away. Now he only felt sad. He had lost good friends for this war apparatus. Maybe Lapino wasn't such a good friend. Yeah, that made him feel better.
See?
He carried his prize back to the Farfarer. Now, he had to make his next move. There was a key Imperial outpost on the Nexus. If this really was some sort of super weapon, he could use it to wreak havoc on the enemy. And if it wasn't, well, better to know that before the final battle. But maybe he should show it to some scientists first. There was an observatory on the Nexus. Maybe he should go there before he fired it.
Well, the choice again, do we go kind of like before, but now with this thing, but we know it is unstable, so it probably isn't the best thing to go and just use it again in the destroying the outpost. On the other hand, at least it is complete, so... But in the sense, I'm also interested about this, because last time when we went to seek help from the scientists, we had Lappi, and they were gone, killed, and Lappi was the only one alive where the observatory was. Would we actually be able to meet them this time? On the other hand, in the observatory we may be able to meet again one of the frogs that stole the previous device we had. On the other hand, that was the corrupting ones. This doesn't at least corrupt. In that sense, it's just too powerful. But, yeah. Very interesting. Do science to it. Science. Yeah, I'm leaning to it too. What about you, Tayunta? I guess you are okay with that choice too. So, the Sky Ripper was complete. The super weapon could put an end to the Emperor's madness. But had Reynolds assembled it correctly, would it work at the critical moment? The scientists on the Nexus would surely give answers. Maybe they would. On the other hand, this path, if we went through this path, we probably could meet the daughter again. But is it what we would want to do? Meet the daughter again? Good question. Because if we go destroy it, they will take notice, and the daughter will say that, hey, do you want to come to my ambush? And then we could maybe meet her again. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. Yes, difficult choices all around. But what should be our choice? Yeah, it's a good point. That is the one secret that we don't hold. What would she do? What would she be up to? Yeah, I presume the daughter is the key too. So... it is a question. Very good question. What to choose? Give your votes below, so to speak. Okay, but would it work at the critical moment? No distractions, but yeah. But would it work at the critical moment? Maybe it needed field testing and the Imperial outpost on the Nexus was the perfect target. And I don't think that the field testing had gone the best way last time around either. So yeah, I guess we should maybe take the scientist path. This feels like a really critical choice. Don't they all, some situations feel like slightly critical choices? Not sure. Maybe, maybe not. It's not like this is the last time we're gonna play this, I'm sure, so in that sense, we can experiment. A lot of good points, but what is the choice? Scientist or the outpost? Few stories, but it does give this book open, so we can look what we have done before, what we are missing, what truth we are missing, and so on. So it's this thing, 3 out of 4 truths unlocked. There's Lappy. Lappy, good little Lappy. Don't think twice. For a fistful of ducats and a fox whose knees hurt. Scientists. Okay. Alright, science. Let's go science.
Well, of course. If you've just assembled a weapon out of legend that can exile gods from the world, you'd want to have a scientist or two look at it. And even if they disagreed and you had time, you could ask Calaveras himself. Yes, the observatory would be his objective.
Last time at least they were indeed destroyed before we got to them, but we'll see if that will be the case this time around.
Why had the parts of the Sky Ripper only surfaced now?
Cautious
Thousands of
fox.
years after the Transcendent Emperor had dismantled it. The mad Emperor Isengrim had performed terrible, bloodthirsty rituals to invoke the lost gods. Was that why these ancient artifacts were rising out of the ground? How perfect, then, that the Sky Ripper would reappear to be his destruction. And, hopefully this time, just his destruction.
It's fun when we know that the Sky Ripper is difficult, then it says like, and hopefully this time just his destruction and not the destruction of everything. Maybe this is the time. Maybe. At least it's already encased into this thing that it's supposed to be in, so... Yeah, limiting destruction should be good, yes.
Don't look down, he told himself. Don't look down.
Are you afraid of heights? You went kind of like below that object or the platform, which is kind of strange, but fine by me. I guess I should really be getting some more life into me again. Back, though. Next fight. 2 stones. And some energy, which I didn't need, but it's energy. So I gotta pick it up anyways. Even if I don't use it. So much.
Smashing things was fun.
Was it the last time that I was here that I did go into there and that was actually the place I was needing to go because I was teleported back to this spot anyways? I think that might have been the case. So let's have a look if there's some sweet stuff more in here. Well, I'm not sure if I had the ice sword last time. I'm not sure. I think I went...
time for a little exploration.
Now it's like the completely good question. Did I go into here last time or not to open this chest? Well, I'll guess I'll visit here anyways now because I'm not sure. And see if there's anything interesting in here other than just a lot of crystals to smash. As sounds, it's kind of funny. We're talking about limited destruction here, and then I'm just going and destroying everything on sight that I can see. So, yeah. Limited destruction. Yes, good. I was able to get back into that. Round and
He was
round.
getting nowhere. Fast.
Yes, he was getting nowhere fast. That's totally the way he preferred it, at least for the moment. So there's that. Yeah, that's the way we need to go then. All this smashing of crystals isn't going to make Reynald's moms happy. True. You are saying the truth. He doesn't like. She wouldn't like it at all. But on the other hand, she's not here to see it, at least. So that should be decent enough. No. It is lovely though how like the time gets completely Yeah, that is the perfect time for me to be taking time to switch the
Barely
weapons though.
landed a claw on him.
They had barely landed a claw on him. Sometimes at least that way. And a level up. It's always lovely. And maybe I should open the chest too. That's the reason we came here after all. Attack speed level 3. Yay. More gems for us. Then where? Ooh, another read. Is this a new one or did we read this before? At school we learned the Gospel of the Transcendent Empire, the last divinity to pierce the skies. Something to as intricate as time. Yeah, we read this last time. Yeah. And time ceases to exist. The Age of Order is ending. I am merely helping the inevitable. Yes, secret journal. Good, good. So that makes certain that this was the same path. But still got some more goodies. Got a new gem and all that. So it was worth it in that sense, certainly. Okay. Where do I need to go then? Maybe I now needed to go here and
Renato
let
wondered
this
if his future self had commissioned these poles.
future self had commissioned this post. Well, I guess it could be a possibility. All things considering, and now we're at the start. So we can climb up these stairs. Yay, health that I don't actually need at the moment, but still. But yeah, this is the path that I do remember that we have exactly walked. But as such, it's pretty fine. At least at this point. Different if we try to go through exactly each and every path, then it might... I wanna get to him. I got some damage from that, but it's basically because I wanted to get there. No, for you doing that. No, I don't like you. I don't like you. At least a little bit of life from him in the end. It's decent, not as good as it would have needed to be. Sniff. Well, it's always like when I try to get specific enemies out of the game so that they wouldn't be a problem. These are the same gemstones or crystals that are being a problem again to destroy. Same thing was last time. It's a problem piece. I'll leave it alone then, if it doesn't destroy it now. Well, now get destroyed just at that very moment then. The same crystals, always
A
bringing
legendary
trouble.
weapon was exactly what the rebellion needed. They were outnumbered. The once kind emperor had become a tyrant. But his ravens stayed loyal, for he fed them his victims, and the other animals were too frightened to rebel. Renato shuddered at what the emperor was trying to do. To bring back the lost gods, the Black Harvest, the Black Sun? No. He would stop that toad, no matter what the risk.
Don't defy me, Crystal. Yes, definitely. He should know better, or it should know better than to defy. Definitely. Okay. I think there's a bug in my game, because I can't see the floor here, but okay. Some sort of a graphical glitch.
Renato had found his game changer. He would ignore all distractions and focus on the Sky Ripper.
Doesn't seem promising though. Two words I feel I can spell: Crystal and Reynaldo. I think my game is I think this is kind of bad. Maybe I should restart the game or something, cause I'm not sure if I can really continue if I can't see. Minor glitches, a little bit of a bug, yes, maybe. Just a little bit of bug. Yeah, I don't know how far it will take us back if I will have to restart. But of course I could try to just see about putting the quality into low, maybe for just a short moment, or keep changes. Maybe that fixes the... No, it didn't fix it. Well, I'll then just put it back to high, I guess. Fu needs a floor anyway. Yeah, well, Fu needs a floor. I think this will just be a slight bit of a problem. I guess there has to be something that I can use this on. Maybe not. Okay, I can go here. Alright. Okay.
Good thing Renata
Maybe I can
didn't
do
have
it.
vertigo.
Oi. I was trying to activate this damn thing. Now activate it again. It's this part. I remember this. It's just annoying when it didn't do what I asked it to do. Ow. Ow. I can, on the other hand, say that I did get slightly distracted over there. Quite badly, to be honest. Okay, there's floor here. We're fine now then. Okay. What buttons did I want to be using even? Floor is back. Woohoo! Yay!
Stay frosty.
Yes, they're very frosty. Lovely. Would like to get some health back too now. Okay, good. Good enough. Okay, this is okay now. Haha, I'm gonna throw you there.
Welcome to Earth. Renato told the corpses. It was something he'd seen in a play once.
Bam, welcome to Earth. Okay. Land ahoy! How'd we miss you, sweet Earth, yes. Must be the power of the armature and stuff, removing the land. Whoa. Yeah, definitely. Definitely was the power of the armature. What else could it be? It is a powerful device, after all. Quite. Relative quote for Ronaldo. Yeah. It was very interesting. Welcome
There
back
had to
to
be
Earth.
something useful in these things, didn't there?
Welcome back to be part of the Earth. It's very fitting. It's very fitting. I wonder if the scientists will be alive this time around. It doesn't look like it. I think this is the place, and this does look like it's destroyed again, but oh well, can't be helped then, I guess. Cannot be helped. Or maybe it was future into
Renato
here.
was
No.
thrilled. The scientists seemed to think he'd put the Sky Ripper together right. But one toad was worried.
Yeah, the Sky Ripper could tear a hole in existence itself. There are invisible strings that tie the universe together. If the Sky Ripper cut one, the hole would widen and widen until our whole existence fell into it.
Another toad sighed.
Oh, Irving still believes in string theory. At least go see Calaveras.
Yeah, said the worried toad.
He knows more than anyone else has forgotten about the Transcendent Emperor.
If anyone could tell him how to use this weapon safely, it would be Calaveras. It was he who had told Renato how to find it in the first place. But maybe he had to give up on using it as a weapon. Maybe he had to go to the secret rebel base and ask the generals there what he could do with a weapon that he dared not use.
One way or another, there had to be a safe way to use it.
Huh. Interesting. So, they were alive. They were alive. So our friend Lappi killed the scientist before. He killed them before we were able to reach them. And you're thinking that we will go and see Calaveras again. We did meet him before, but at the time we didn't have this weapon complete. Science increases. It is a good choice as such, then at least we will for sure know if it is going to be in any way safe or not. Because that's like... that's the only thing. Either it's now going to be safe or it's not. Strange that you couldn't go to Calaveras right away after you got the weapon. Yeah, I guess so, considering we already knew that it was unstable. But I guess we anyways had to kind of go through here, so to speak. Maybe. Like, if you consider that this place was closer than Calaveras area. It is existence itself. Maybe it's best to be sure. Yeah, maybe. So the Skyripper could destroy existence itself. If there was the slightest chance that was true. Calaveras the High Sage was the final authority in legendary artifacts. If anyone could dispel Reynaldo's doubt, it would be him. So how to use a weapon you can't use? If there was a slight chance that was true, Reynaldo had to assume the worst and not use the Skyripper. Maybe he should bring it to the rebel base. I don't think that's anyways a good idea, considering they will anyways, someone will wanna use it anyway. Maybe there was a way to use super weapon without using it. So yeah, let's just... I assume you both are in thinking that we will go to Calaveras now then. Maybe this branch has been all a waste of time. It may be, but on the other hand, we never had it complete before, so we'll see. Let's not use the super weapon. But which is the safe play? You mean Calaveras is the safe bet? +1 for science, yeah. That said, I do think that it's anyways going to be getting used one way or another. So at least it wasn't complete when we thought it brought it here before. Sorry, I'm being sarcastic about not using the weapon. Yeah. Okay, well, let's go to Calaveras then.
Well, he should have known he'd have to consult Calaveras again. The scientists at the observatory were smart enough. But what did they know of the Transcendent Emperor? He hoped it wouldn't delay him too long. The rebels had scheduled the final battle soon. Every day they delayed risked the exposure of the secret base. And some soldiers were already drifting back to their homes and families. Calaveras would fix the Skyripper for him. And then he would win the final battle.
Win the final battle. You have high hopes, my friend Reynaldo. You have high hopes considering you know what has been going on.
Maybe it was the cold. But after a few steps, Renado's optimism started to slump.
What if Calaveras couldn't help? Did Reynaldo dare use the Skyripper? Oh, he hated that he had chosen this path. It was so much simpler to rescue friends and attack enemies. Even if some of those friends were more trouble than his enemies, some of those enemies had been friends before and might be lovers after. No, okay, it wasn't all that much simpler, no. Physics made his brain hurt. That, at least he was sure of.
Well, physics made Reynolds' brains hurt. Sounds good, in theory at least. I'm betting the final button isn't the final button. Yes. Yes, figure out the weapon completely.
You couldn't go sticking jewels in your gauntlet just anywhere. What if you dropped one and broke it? Luckily, there was a bench right here.
Attack speed. Increases your attack speed by 20%. Critical 20% to do the double damage. Increases resistance to physical damage by 40%. I'm betting the final battle is love. I hear it's a battlefield from 80s Power Belt. Yeah, I remember that one. How did it go? Love is a battlefield, yes, but how did the song go? I don't remember. I would have to listen to it to remember exactly. Your hits cause shield crowns to take damage and propels away their shield like a projectile. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Set to increase chance of rare loot by 2%. That's very small chance though. Maybe we could try it out though. Something. Yeah. That's pretty much what I could say. I have very little ore, so no upgrades can be made. This is for a certainty. I do have a feeling that we're not getting the fourth secret this time, but on the other hand, it's not the end of the world not to get the fourth secret right away. I'm doing the wrong thing. I wonder, is this the path I want to go, or that the path that I want to go? Ugh, I hate these choices. I hate to have to choose, like...
You're the one about the Raven one, talking to her son. You don't, right? You don't core? Get it? Core? I just made that up.
Core? I just... No, don't do it. It's like, you just sometimes just already hit before you manage to think that I'm hitting an enemy that is explosive. I didn't see him early enough. I lost health. I'm annoyed. Why? Why did I lose health to that? I should know better. Stick to your day job for now, though. Wasn't good enough one for you. Reynaldo's little song, so to speak. I was trying to do again the thing that don't think that I exactly managed to do the way I tried. I tried to dash, but I had already started to hold an enemy. Okay, now dash away. Thank you. That works though. That is a good way to use the throw. If you can throw something to those enemies and then you don't even never need to go next to them.
That is how we do it,
Yes.
said Renato to himself.
The end went better, but... A raven does gaw all the time, but or am I thinking of crows? Huh, it's a good question. I'm not actually 100% sure if ravens do that too. Crows, I think, too. But do the ravens too as well? Isn't ravens the ones that you can kind of like they can sometimes learn a little bit like a parrot, or they are pretty intelligent. I remember that one guy had a pet raven, I think, or was it a pet crow? Might have been a pet crow. I don't remember anymore if it was a crow or a raven, but they had a pet of that bird. I only met it a few times, but...
There was an inscription on the platform. Balaleka lessons, with an address.
Balaleka lessons. Would have to check. I understand that ravens are the most intelligent birds in the world. Yeah, like it was an intelligent bird, and it was they had that pet there. I don't remember if we were able to visit here before, but let's go here now.
The new pathway made Renato curious.
Curious. Curious it is. We probably weren't actually able to be here anyways last time around because we didn't have the swords back then. Or this sword. We had the fire sword, yes, but not the ice sword. So this is a completely new path. Completely. Let's see what this chest holds. Oh, some ores. That's all. Don't know if the bots are gonna hold anything more, and no they didn't. But at least there's another chest. Plenty of chests around and about. Okay. Okay, this is battle time. Need to be making sure I remember what is what button. Lovely amount of destruction with that ice sword though. I probably could get better style if I used more swords in a battle, but, well, that was
He
still
tried
sweet.
to focus on the now. The ravens who seemed everywhere all the time. Where did they hatch from? Were there giant raven hatcheries somewhere, or did they have families? Ooh, he didn't want to think about raven mummies raising their darling raven chicks. Yeah, Calvaris would help. He would make Renato feel better about using the Sky Ripper. And then Renato wouldn't have to worry about ravens ever again.
I'm not sure about that, Reynaldo. Let's do some different swords as well. Just because.
This
Well,
could be the new aerobics craze. Am I right?
am I right? Maybe. I guess I could use this a little bit more too. Haven't used it for a while. Up, that way or this way or that way. There's 3 ways. Why must there be 3 ways? Okay, where does that... That led to that shadow door. I went there before at least. Is there something... I can't come back if I go there though. God damn it. I went there before though, so I know... No, I haven't been there because I haven't been in this. I was somewhere that was very similar looking though, so maybe I was here, but oh well.
Couldn't they have put in an elevator? Or a giant eagle? Or something?
Many more style points that round. Yeah, I was thinking that probably did get more style points because changing weapons and all that. And not just keeping the one weapon. Yeah, you're there. Didn't see you for a moment there, but then I did. Well, style good. Like, as long as I don't change weapons, it's only acceptable. So, I need to change weapons if I want better scores in that. Which is fine.
A magical jewel.
Yay.
Renato couldn't wait to find a workbench.
But I already will have it upgraded, right? Because I have already treasure hunter number 1. There's a little treasure chest that I can be going and opening up. Because we were in a very familiar sort of a situation with that daughter of the Emperor's daughter, the hidden Zenova, was it? So good, so decent. Zenobia, yeah. Apparently I can spell that. Well, hey, good for you. We found something new that you are able to spell at the very least. If you felt that you might not be able to. So yeah, we were somewhere very similar location with Zenobia. So I guess it might have been here. And there we chose the shadow door. But of course, it's not like we're gonna go exactly to the same location.
There was an inscription. Praise the sun.
Praise the sun? Interesting. Praise the sun then, over here. Even though, like, there's so much ice and all. Then praise the sun. Interesting. And another elevator. And another one. And probably if I drew some enemies and all that, then I would be able to get more points, but then I do indeed have to do so that I don't act so quickly, but rather take a pause sometimes, and like, have some time to look what exactly I want to try to be doing. Just destroy that, please. Thank you very much. That's a door that I went before though. Now I accidentally missed it, but I guess I can still go back. Yeah, I can. So. Somehow this seems to be a spot where it's so, like, getting stuck. It's kind of weird.
He hadn't noticed that path before.
Might have been that there would be something special in there, but oh well. I guess that's not too big of an issue. I guess we can go into here. Spin round and round. I think we were here before. Yeah, this is the same place, exactly the same place. So this is something we read. Yeah, beneath the islands. Right. Should have maybe gone to the other side to explore, but oh well. Wanted to at least check this out still.
Open, says me.
Even if I then want to just close it all the way up again. But anyways. It got completely stuck. I tried to press the button to actually leap away from there, but it got like, well, of course, like you get a little bit like stunned when you're hit, so then it just didn't want to do that. Well, I gotta try to do better than a. Let's take this weapon into use.
Hold the beer, right?
Freezing those enemies especially is quite sweet. Ow. I let him do that, which I wouldn't have needed to let him do, but I did, so... my own fault. Yeah, they did smash me that time completely, 100%. On the other hand, there is 2 sweet chests here, so... Can't think that to be a bad thing to come into here.
Once, Bernardo had opened a chest, and a Jack-in-the-Box jumped out. Jack-in-the-Boxes, they gave him the Wiggins.
The Wiggins. The Wiggins, eh? Well, can't be perfect all the time, I guess. It is more difficult, of course, when there is indeed some of those more difficult opponents anyways. Let's just pull this lever for just a moment and then pull it again. Then I wouldn't want to pull that again, but fine. Don't know how to go and destroy this because you want to pull the levers rather than destroy crystals. This is fine, I guess.
Bernardo had been focusing all his energies on the Sky River. If Calaveras could not fix it, he'd be out of options. He would have to assault the Imperial fleet empty-handed.
Yes, that might also not work very well, but... Well, we'll see. We'll see. Though, if this actually worked, it would be kind of surprising considering... Where would we go then? Why would we start again if this actually worked properly? So, I doubt it can work, but still...
Sometimes, at home, he'd wave his sword around for hours.
Yes, so we did. Especially when something as annoying happens as crystals not breaking. It will work. Yes, totally. Totally will work. Absolutely. Maybe I should increase my health sometimes too. It will destroy everything. Yeah, well, that's the problem. Is that working well enough? It will destroy everything. Okay, I want to get this. I would love to be able to dash through the shield-wielding opponents too. So yeah, I guess I'll take this. Cost damage. So yeah, let's do that. Or other unexpected consequences. Yes, definitely. Hello there, good sir again. It's been a while.
Calaveras had never let him down.
Yeah, of course I can make it work better.
But when Renato explained about the strings, Calaveras grew thoughtful.
Oh, strings, you say? Well, the Arcana do speak of the ties that bind the world.
He drew many intricate symbols in the dirt.
Yeah, so, according to my calculations, each time you fire, I'm afraid there's a 1 in 128 chance you'll destroy the universe.
That's pretty good odds. That's like rolling, what, 21 dice and they all come up 6. What are the odds of that?
What? No! It's more like 2.71 sixes in a row.
Anyway, with those odds, it won't happen if I use it just once.
Bernardo said,
Um,
although he wasn't sure that was entirely right.
yes,
no,
it wasn't.
no, that's not right. Each time you use it... Okay, look, just don't use it ever.
All right, I guess. As he sailed towards the fleet, Renato could see the drop ships of the rebels coming out of the clouds. This was it. The big battle. They could not afford to lose this one.
What if it didn't go well? What if he had to use the Sky Ripper? Could he risk the entire universe in the throw of a dice? On the other hand, what were the odds of rolling 21? Or was it 2.71? 6s in a row. He had a feeling they were surprisingly good. That is, bad. Anyway, the odds were big. His brain was hurting again.
His friends were hurting again. Poor Reynaldo. Well, hey, that's interesting. He didn't actually try to, because we went to the other scientist who had that one idea, and he then thought about it too, that he actually advised us not to use it. So that's interesting. We'll see if we actually will use it anyways, or...
The battle was not going spectacularly well. What had the rebels been thinking? They'd been thinking he would bring the Sky Ripper, or the Iblis Stone, or that he'd sideline Zenobia somehow, or turn her. Couldn't he use the Sky Ripper just once? After all, if chances were 1 in 128, that meant he'd for sure be okay the first time. They'd get worse each time he used it, but the first time would be okay, right? He wasn't sure that it was right. So he didn't fire the Sky Ripper. He just brought it along, in case.
Good, good. We are not firing the Sky Ripper. So that's an interesting change, though. That is an interesting change. Yes, no more upgrades available for the moment, which isn't surprising. It's interesting, however. Very much indeed interesting. Basic grasp of probabilities and risk is an uncommon commodity. Yes, true. We were actually, like, if you think about it, we were very lucky that it didn't destroy the world way quicker last time around. Because we were shooting it a lot. Made some battles easier, of course, but we haven't been here, so let's go ahead and visit in this direction.
I wonder what happens if I go that way.
That's a good question. Oh, it's a very different looking area. I don't remember this snowy place here ever before, so that's interesting. Use the altar, which is not useful at all, but whatever, I guess. There is a chest of some type. 10 energy and 10 energy. Well, but stop waiting around again. Why does it take so long for the ships to sail? Why can't they be a little bit quicker? Was what Reynaldo thought to himself. Yes. And why was there all of these weird, like, crippling hooks to get across the ships? I don't know. Is there any point or reason behind it all?
Someone had told him the odds didn't change just because you'd had a streak of good luck. His gut told him that was wrong, though. And he always listened to his gut. On the other hand, 128 chances to win, but one of them would destroy the universe. Ooh, that seemed a bit serious.
A bit serious.
Maybe he could defeat the Emperor without firing the Sky Ripper. Maybe he could bluff, but with a real weapon. Like in cards, when you had 3 knaves, but you pretended you had a fizzbin. That could work.
Maybe. But it's like, we do indeed know already from before that it all the time, like, anyways, when you start using it, it's it's not going to go and end up well, so preferably you shouldn't be using it. Reynaldo dear. Interesting, no battles yet. Probably in this one. Yes. I want to kill you. Aw. He surprised me. I was looking into a different direction.
Stay away from the other guy's sword, you know?
Aw. He's saying that I did poorly. Sniff, sniff. Stay away from the other guy's sword. Yeah, I know, but I was looking into the other stuff. I was looking like, did I change the sword and then I didn't notice the thing that he was already attacking from there, and then I didn't manage to block and I failed. So, sorry dude. I failed, I know. At least I'm trying to learn about doing the other stuff too a little bit more often now. As in going and lovely.
Renato had learned so much about... Ooh, what was it again?
What was it again? At least I've learned to try to be doing some other stuff and through the enemy as well just a moment ago and so on. So I try to do some stuff better. I wonder why there's the glimmering light there though. It kind of feels interesting. Oh, these mortars again. Or cannons. Cannons I should say. Arc. I almost got hit into those, or hit by those there. Certainly. Well, let's see where this ends.
Building these platforms was so expensive, they'd run out of budget for guardrails.
Guardrails? Yeah, well, yeah, there's no railings. Yes. This is established. We do not, of course, go there again. Apparently. Interesting. But here... Not into that location. I wanted to actually kill you to the end. It's really useful when you use it in these situations like when there's a loads more of them. Aw, he hit me, I'm sure. That's sad. I should have been able to not get hit by him. Annoying. It's just like trying to start using more of those different things and all that. Oh,
He
he's
set
there.
up the Sky Ripper and let it warm up. He would bluff if he had to. Zenobia came out, flanked by a very daunting platoon of ravens. You won't actually use that, she said in that annoying, I know everything because I'm a cat and you know nothing because you're just a fox voice she had. Or I know the odds. Good, because there's a real chance you could destroy the universe. No, not the first time I use it. The odds are too low. What? No? Yeah, sure. The first time, the odds are practically nothing. They only go up if I use it a bunch more times. No, but that's not how odds work. Didn't you pay attention in class? Now surrender, or I'll use it. Just once, he said. Don't.
He felt sure the odds were with him. He had to go with his gut. That's what heroes do. Fire, he said. Please? The Sky Ripper fired.
Oh no.
With a tremendous
Why did you do
whoosh,
it?
the Emperor's flagship went up in flames. It was awesome. And then he noticed.
There was a hole in the air.
Oh dear.
A blackness, like a tear in a parchment. Wind was blowing into it, widening it. It grew larger,
Why,
and even
Reynaldo?
larger. Crates fell upwards into it, and the world itself seemed bent, like the reflection on a curved mirror, as it poured into the ravenous hole. Ah, 1 in 128. What are the odds? Thought Renato. And then everything fell into the hole and was gone.
Yeah.
And he
Whoopsie.
hadn't learned anything new this time. He'd done the same thing twice, yet expected a different outcome.
The Sky Rover's Guide to the Galaxy. Guide to the Galaxy. A hero who is willing to risk space, time, and the universe and everything if the odds are in his favor. Odds just don't usually are in our favor. The Truth Finder will help you find the paths that lead to the truths you have not found yet. Look for this icon when making choices in the book. Why are you thinking of giving me that? This option can be toggled in the gameplay options menu. I don't want to see those sort of things. Thank you very much. Can I say from where that don't show it? Is it like this? I don't know. Where am I supposed to be able to choose it? I have no idea. Yeah, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I was thinking what was the name of that, but yeah, that definitely. But I think we know approximately what we need to do. We can see what this is anyways. But hey, it was nice to see how the world ended, but oh well. But yeah, nice reference. I guess we shall be quitting this time around, but only after we go and continue and choose the path we will be continuing from next time. And after that, we shall be calling it for today. Praying for work tomorrow. Yeah, sorry guys, that is for me for tonight. I was actually just about to say that I would be going and quitting
There
for
would be a
today
way to
after
win.
this.
Renato could feel it. He'd have to explore choices he'd never made before he could figure it all out, though. And with that, the book's pages fluttered to the beginning once again. And he fell. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer.
Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely.
No.
Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis Stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it, to take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
Okay, so what I think is that we won't go into either of these, but rather go again through the Iblis Stone and go from there to hopefully discover how exactly we will discover the secrets of the cats. Because if we go through here, it's not going to go well because Lapino is again going to betray us, and that is the secret. If we go here, we could choose to go to the daughter next, however. So that's the, like, one of these. Like, if we go and get just this thing that could hold it, and then go to the daughter. Like, that would actually probably be working pretty well for us. Or then into here. What about the trap part after the armature? Yes. That was the other thing, that like, if we go into here, get it, and there was a trap which he said that was so clearly an ambush. I would be thinking that we either should be trying to get into that ending or through here and then just change our mind and actually go for the meeting the daughter of the emperor. I always forget the name even though I know it. It was with the Zeta and all that, but then suddenly I can't actually say that name anymore. Oh well. Maybe she asked us to get to the other piece. It could be Zenobia, yes. Good. Thank you. Thank you, Jim Jim. And glad that you'll wait for the last bit. But yeah, let's make this choice. And after that, we shall be calling it. Only name I can do. I'm glad that you remember it when I just somehow always forget. So, Tayonta, Jim Jim, vote. Make your choices. Find the temple or we'll build the Sky Ripper, which is the beginning we choose to try to find out the fourth truth. What do we want to do? It's a very difficult choice. Both of those truths could be leading to Zenobia, though. Both of them could lead to her. But I'm not sure which one is the more likely to lead to her. I bet my money on finding the temple. Okay, so you would be saying the Iblis temple. I think armature 10 go to Zenobia, so we are different on the opinions here, which one is the better choice. As such, the thing with the armature is that we can easily go into that and then already next time choose to go to Zenobia. So it's a very quick, different path. When in here, if we want to exactly be doing the betrayal stuff again, it would have to be going quite a bit further, and then we would have to be getting into that path, which would be leading into Zenobia. And we may have already been corrupted by that stone at this point. So it's a good question if that's going to be working out. I think we will maybe try this out next time then, or another time. Well, after this other time, but let's go with this first because it's such a quick time, like we just get this and then we already go and meet Zenobia. It's just like, it may work, it may not work, but as such we had that very just instinctual feeling of going to Zenobia for one reason or another, just by our own reasoning. And it's at least definitely a better idea than going with Lappi there. So let's choose this.
Every child knew about the Sky Ripper. The Transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces deep. And then, this Emperor's horrific sacrifices had brought it back to the surface. Bernardo wasn't exactly sure how to use the legendary
Zenobia
weapon.
without Lappi.
But surely, there must be some way to do it without provoking another catastrophe.
Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the Earth? It was more than Renato could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it.
So yes, this is going to be then the place we shall be continuing from next time. And yeah, then that will be...
As he set foot on the island, Renato couldn't help feeling a bit curious. Was Lapino still waiting to be rescued? No. He was probably drinking champagne with the ravens. Did ravens drink champagne?
Maybe,
Did rabbits?
Maybe not.
Renato felt oddly thirsty, come to think of it.
Why had he chosen this?
I guess we can end here because we have heard that before anyways, and we shall be hearing it next time anyways. So I think we shall be indeed quitting now, and thank you both, Tim Jim and Tajunta, for watching, and I hope you both have a good night and sweet dreams, and I hope you enjoyed. And hyvää yötä ja kauniita unia to Tajunta, specifically in Finnish on the other hand. Yes, kiitoksia, and yeah, I'll see you guys then in the next weekend, hopefully, if you can make it. So, we shall be seeing then, and yeah, bye bye then, see ya.